All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to all you Akim out there, pushing this word with all truth and sincerity, and to all you believers out there who believe in the gospel. And it's the brother Quara Abad from the GMS Houston camp. Now I want to go into a lesson. I intended on it being a quick hit, speaking on us, how we should look for things to get worse in this world, man. As your everyday American citizen and, pedestrian, they hoping things get better. They hoping they can go back to work. They hoping businesses go open up again. You see, they're hoping they can go back to a football game, or, don't have to go into a store with a mask. They hoping for these things, right? And which seems like the correct thing to do, right? You would want the state of the world to get better, of course, but if you know that this world was filled with wickedness and that it was a better place to come, that's under a godly rulership, and the only way for that godly rulership to come, which is a rest, a true rest, comfort, riches forever, of new bodies and being perfect. If you knew something was better to come, and the only way for that better to come is if the current society be destroyed, which is full of wickedness, then what? Then you would want this place to be destroyed and not healed, man. And that's where we fall into our belief at what would separate us from this world, man. We should want destruction to come, because the more destruction that's gonna come, that's the closer we get to finally seeing our Lord Yahweh Shai, man. Then he say, it shall be fires on earth, right, before it's coming, right? And it says, what will he if it already be kindled? So the more things that start happening, the closer we get to our deliverance. Well, like I said, the plagues and see, that's why I said I intended on it being a quick hit, but let me snag this real quick. The 2 Ezra 16 and 37, it says, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. And it's not the scriptures that I wanted. I wanted that 2 Ezra 4, but I'm going to grab this first and then I'll go to that 2 Ezra 4. Right? But it says, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son. It says, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb. Right? Them contractions that the women have, right? When they know they're about to give birth. It says, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains, when a child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. So the closer it get to delivery of that child, the closer those pains get, right? The more intense you see that pain get, and the closer the contractions are together, man. Well, that's the same thing with these plagues. The closer Israel gets to be delivered, right? Be delivered, guess what? The more plagues that's going to have to come. They're going to be more impactful, right? Which is going to impact each and every one of our lives, man. You see? And they're going to be right behind each other. You wake up, something might happen today. Tomorrow, something new happening that tops what happened the day before. We about to get into these times, man. But we shouldn't feel like these other people in the world gonna feel. That's why I want to, hit on too in this lesson, Lord willing. That point get made. But that's also something else that's gonna be important. That's why it says wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times, right? That Isaiah 33 and 6. Because when all hell breaking loose, right? A real life purge, we should be stable in those times, because we was warned before it even happened. Like I said, thinking not strange concerning the fiery trials which shall try you. We been warned, and once we see those things happening, we should rejoice, because one, we was told they was happening, and we finally get to see them. So the things we have been believing in now is going to be proven that they should increase our faith, increase our confidence, but also we should be excited, because this society going down and we entering into our world, man. Right? But it says, even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side, which is a good thing for us, but a bad thing for the world. Let me get the scriptures that I had. This 2 Ezra 4, and I'll start at 26. It says, Then answered he me and said, the more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel. For the world hasteth fast to pass away. And this world coming to an end quickly. You see, and that's how we know Esau is the ruler of this current world. Right? Because the world, this current society, is hasting fast to pass away. But it also says for Esau, he coming down with great wrath, because why? He know that he have but a short time. So that world right here that's hastening fast to pass away is Esau society, man. And it's clear we at the end. You know, it says, for the world hasteth fast to pass away and cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in time to come. And that's what we're looking forward to. That's that 1 Corinthians 2:9. I have not seen, neither ear heard, neither have came into the hearts of men the things that the Most High have prepared for them that love him, man. You see, we're going to finally be able to be perfect, man. Keep the laws without, you know, no problem. Finally better, to serve our power how he wanted us to from the beginning, man. You know, and being kings and rulers and slaves, and you see the riches that nobody could perceive in their mind, flying in power, different planets, and many women and children. All these the things that we got to look forward to, and we could go on. We can go on about the kingdom of heaven, man. Like Apostle Paul said in Hebrews 11, if we continue to go on, time would fail. You see, because there's many things to talk about. So this is what we have to look forward to. And looking forward to it, it says, and cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in time to come. For this world is full of unrighteousness and infirmities. Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that follow. And Esau's world is full of wickedness, man. Like it said in Psalms, the wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted, man. The earth is given into a hand of the wicked. And that's why the population is the way it is, because look who's ruling. So it says, for this world is full of unrighteousness and infirmities. But as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee. Check this out. For the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. So it's much wickedness in the world, but we haven't seen these people judged yet. And that reminds me of that scripture, Ecclesiastes 8:11, because a sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, the heart of the sons of men is fully setting them to do evil. They thinking, well, shit, I ain't getting judged for the wickedness I'm doing, so I can just keep doing it. That's the mindset of this world, YOLO, right? You only live once. No fear, no respect unto a higher power, right? So it's much wickedness in the earth, but the Lord haven't judged it for its wickedness yet. Remember, Sodom and Gomorrah, it came time that wickedness was gone, but it also came a time when the Lord sent his angels to search it out, and then what? The judgment came eventually. Noah was prophesying. It was wickedness in the world. He had to build the ark. And even when he built the ark, he went into the ark for 7 days. The evil was still sown. Hey, while he was in the ark for them 7 days waiting, they were still doing wickedness out there. But guess what? It came a day when that rain fell. You see? Right? It came a day when that rain fell, man. So the same thing for us. We building up this tabernacle of David, right? The house of David, the third temple. You see, the kingdom of heaven, the spiritual ark. But the judgment ain't come, but the judgment will soon come. It says, but as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee. For the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. If therefore, listen to this, if therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good. Let's read that again. It says, if therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away. So if America don't be destroyed, and not just America, but this whole system, this whole society, right? Again, the world lieth in darkness because of the ruler thereof. But starting with America, who rideth upon this beast, man, right? The unrighteous decrees, oppressing the Lord's chosen people, you know, encouraging and promoting homosexuality. You see, you know, it's no righteousness in this place. But if this place be not taken away, Then it says, then cannot it come that is sown with good, man. So the kingdom of heaven can't come if America don't be destroyed. Because think about this. The kingdom of heaven is being ushered in at the Lord's Yahushua coming, man. Not Jesus, but Yahushua, his coming. He's going to usher in the kingdom of heaven, right? You see? And he said in Isaiah 63, who is this that coming from Edom, Revelation 18:4, Yahushua and the angel go come and destroy America. So if America don't be destroyed by the Lord, then the kingdom of heaven would not be established on earth. So we need these things to happen. And before the Lord comes, it have to be destruction, man. So going back to the point, as we see these things unfold, right? Unfold and being revealed on a daily, we should rejoice, man, that the Lord is backing up what the prophecies is saying. And that should give us confidence, man. We should pray, matter of fact, we should pray for that the time be sped up, man. Pray for the destruction to come, man. This is 2nd Ezra 2:13. It says, go and ye shall receive. Pray for few days unto you, that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch. You see, so the Lord already got the things prepared for us. He said it's your Father good pleasure to give you the kingdom. But before that good pleasure can be given, the evil got to be put out. Put out, you see? The evil got to be put out, man. Let me snag this. This is when we gotta go. Matter of fact, before I get that Luke, I'm gonna go back to this 2nd Esdras and make a point real quick in 2nd Esdras 7. It says in 9, if this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, talking about the kingdom of heaven. I can start up, goes into the danger set before the. Well, let's get it. 2nd Esdras 7:6. There is also another thing, because the top danger that we gonna befall before the kingdom of Israel be set up on earth is Jacob's trouble, man, which we coming into that time, right? So it says there is also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field, and it's full of all good things. We just read about that city that's already prepared for us. Yahushua said he go to prepare a place for us. So it's talking about our rulership. It says, set upon a broad field is full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand and a water on the deep left. Talking about all the things we're going to have to go through to get the afflictions, the world hating us, which we go come into that persecution period, right? Our temptation when we go be tried with the chip and whatever other scenario the Lord put us in the trials, man. Tortured and guillotine, whatever it be. You see? It says in only one path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small, but there could but one man go there at once. And that's that work out our own salvation with fear and trembling. But it's the point. If this city, if the kingdom, right? If this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? So if we don't get that destruction, get through that destruction that's coming, how we gonna receive our inheritance? That's the whole point of the Lord saving us. We have to be saved out of the destruction. So the point is we got to be in it. So we should want this to come. If we don't go through that narrow path, if we don't, go through the Jacob's trouble, don't be tested, then we can't get this inheritance, man. So we should want that to come. Because if we do what we have to do, we have the confidence that the Lord gonna protect us and make true his word when he said, if you do this, my servants go eat. You do that, my servants shall drink. Job 5, I'm gonna protect you through 6 troubles, and 7, there shall no evil befall thee. That's why our faith shall lie. What it says in Proverbs, the desire of the righteous is only good, but the expectation of the wicked shall perish, man. So when we get in situations, life or death, our desire or expectation should be only good, trusting in the Lord. In other words, being stable, right? But it says, that's the point. If this city were given to a man for an inheritance, and he don't pass the danger set before, how he go receive the inheritance, man? You see? This is Luke 21. And I'm gonna get straight to the point. It says in 28, and when these things begin to come to pass, right? All the things that's been prophesied and, you know, seeing miracles, seeing troops come in, cities being locked down, chip being implemented. The signs that Yahweh said before is coming. So it says, and when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. So the more we see, the closer we get. Going back to the pregnancy of the woman, the more plagues that come, the closer it is. Those plagues, contractions, the closer Israel get to be delivered, man. You see, that child is born to new life. We're looking for that new life, man. Let's end it off on that. This is 1 Peter or 2 Peter. It's 2 Peter 3 and 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. Seeing then all these things shall be dissolved, seeing this destruction go come, right? Seeing that evil times are coming upon the earth. Seeing then all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in holy conversation and godliness, right? And that's talking to us, man. You see, seeing these evils are coming upon the earth, how shall we conduct ourselves, man? This is where we draw closer to the Lord. This is what makes the grace period that we have count, man. What we do in this time, right? And we supposed to be seeking the Lord while he is near, right? Applying what we read and what we study, what we hear from the apostles, man, to get us ready for the time to come. It says, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High. And if you're looking for it and hastening, then guess what? You need that destruction to come, because the Yahweh ain't coming back to a peaceful world. You see, you shouldn't want peace. No, you should want it to get worse, because he gonna come and heal the earth, man. You know? So it says, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. It's telling us right here what we're looking forward to, for this society to be destroyed, man. And it says, nevertheless, why? This is why we're looking for the evils to come. Because even though we just read that fire go come and all these things gonna happen, this is why we're looking for it. Nevertheless, we, the whole free leg, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. That's why we want it to come, because when this place of evil that's sown be taken out the way, then can our good come. Then can our good come. It says, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. Wherefore, beloved, the house of David, seeing that ye look for such things, hearing that we want all these things to happen, ultimately we want the Lord's word to be fulfilled, man. Because we're on the same accord with Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Like Yahweh said, me and my Father are one. Well, we are one with the Most High and with Yahweh. You know, if we are the house of David, what then it said, David was a man after the Most High's heart. Whatever the Most High was with, King David was with. Whatever the Most High wanted, King David did. So we falling under the house of David, we want what the Most High want, man. You know, if we are the house of David, then what? We are men and women after the Most High's heart, man. So it says, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth, right, wherein dwelleth righteousness. Wherefore, beloved, saying that ye look for such things, be diligent, that ye may be found of him in peace, without spot and blameless. We got to give diligence to make our calling and election show, right? Make sure we purging and repenting, you see, the spots that we have on us, so we can be that chaste virgin and be ready for the marriage of the Lord. In other words, have that lamp trim, you see? You see? But, you know, we looking for destruction to come, man. We should want that to come, because that's the closer we get to our kingdom. And whatever we go through, right, they know the Lord can get us through it. 1 Corinthians 10 and 13, he ain't gonna give us nothing more that we can handle, man. He gonna give us just enough, man, and push our limits so we can know what we can handle, man. You see? But you know, Lord willing, you know, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Chakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to you. I came out there pushing his word with all truth and sincerity to you believers out there as well, man. Believing on the gospel, and with that, shalom.